Okay, so in this extension, we're going to have different levels in our game. I'm going to show you how to make an extra level and then a win screen, and then you'll be able to make as many levels as you want. So the first thing you should do is make sure you have a couple of different backdrops in here for different levels. So the first level is going to be blue sky. Desert's going to be my level 2, and then my win screen is going to be this party backdrop. These were all from the backdrop library, but you can also design your own. So now that we have those 3 backdrops, I'm going to go ahead and come over here to my scripts. And if I click the green flag, it goes back to my starting one. Great. The first thing we're going to do is we're not going to use a forever loop anymore to control whether or not it changes the game. We're going to use a repeat until loop to control this. So we're going to say repeat until around here, and we want it to repeat until score gets to a certain score for level 2. So we're going to say pull out a score variable, go to the operators menu, and say if score is equal to 3, I'm going to do a small number just to make it easier to test. We're going to repeat this. And then once score is equal to 3, this repeat until it will end, and we're going to switch it to our level 2 backdrop, which is desert. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this repeat until loop again, except this time it's going to be repeat until score is equal to let's say 5, and then we're going to switch the backdrop to party, which is our win screen. The last thing that we might want to do is we might want to make it so that the oranges and the rocks fall at different speeds on different levels. So maybe they fall faster as the levels get harder, or maybe the rocks fall faster as the levels get harder. So I'm going to show you how to do that. A really simple way to do that would be to create a new variable called levels. That's for all sprites. So we're going to say level for all sprites. And part of define start game is going to be to set level to 1. So we're going to start at level 1. And then we're going to come over to the rocks, and we're going to say instead of forever, well, we can leave that there. We're going to use a conditional, and we're going to say if the level is equal to 1, then we're going to have it create clones at this rate. But if the level is equal to 2, so I just duplicated that, the second level, we're actually going to have it pick random 0 to 1. And this means it will change the speed that it makes clones of itself and fall faster on the second level. The last thing we'll need to do is when it switches backdrop to desert, we're also going to have it set level to 2. So let's try this out. Great, switched. Ooh, I can see there's a lot more rocks. It's definitely getting harder. One thing that I'm noticing is I didn't add lines to the bottom of these backdrops, so that means that they're not always deleting. So what I probably should go in and do, I used a brown line, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that same color from blue sky, and then I'm going to come to desert and I'm going to add lines. Great, so let's test this out and see what happens. As we can see, it's gotten a lot harder with all of these rocks. So it's something you're going to want to play with. What's the right amount for them to fall? As a matter of fact, I think I made it too hard. I'm going to have a hard time winning. So I'm going to come back over here. And I'm just going to make it easier on the first level and a little bit harder on the second one. Okay. The last thing that you'll notice is that some of those objects kept falling, so we're actually going to want to say that if the backdrop switches to party, we're going to want it to stop other scripts in the sprite, and we're going to want it to delete this clone so that it doesn't leave any other clones. Perfect. All right, so there's lots of ways you can extend this. You can have more than 2 levels. You can have it change the rate that they fall on certain levels. Yeah, have fun with it, play around and see what you can come up with.